Alright, now we're here, continuing out the rest of Perl. Okay, so what we did was make, after we issue make, we have to copy over only a few things here. So we'll say copy V, Perl, cpan, I'm going to say modulators, pod, to man, to tools, bin, copy Perl, cpan, podlators. Okay, good. And let's also say directory, make directory, um, parent verbose tools, lib, make Perl 5, Perl 5, 5.16.2. Okay, and we have to copy rv lib all, copy all that over to tools, lib, Perl 5, 5.16.2. Okay, Perl is done. Super. Remove Perl. Remove Perl. Oh my god. Remove Perl. There we go. New verbose. And let's say tar xvf sed. cd into sed. And let's say configure prefix equals tools. Make, we can run make install on it. Add some time. And then we can do tar. You notice too with these SPUs, there used to be a lot of 0.1 SPUs. Even on the toolchain it was all 0.1 SPUs. Now it's all seeming like 0.2 SPUs. So, like I said, a little bit of added time. But what is 1/10 of an SPU? When you have 18 gigs of RAM. But you notice these little certain things when you're trying this stuff. You're like, how come they all used to be 0.1 SPUs and you could just fly with them? But with these ones, it's a little bit bigger. So let's say make install. Okay. No, I'm not getting up. No. You guys hear my alarm? Well, I'm telling you, I gotta get up. I'm not getting up. I've been up. We'll say clear. Okay, and sed should be done. Remove sed. And let's say tar xvf tar. Okay. And we'll cd into tar. And first we have to throw a sed. We'll say sed IE. We'll say gets is a d. And GNU stdio standard io in.h. Okay, and we'll run configure prefix equals tools. Control A, Control Tab, pull this down a little bit. Make install. And that should be all for tar. And then how many would we have left? Look at that, that's awesome. Awesome. We got tar, text info, and an exig. And then we're done for this chapter, pretty much. All we have to do then is strip out and change the ownership, and then we can continue on to the real good stuff. So, all the process takes time. But if you've gotten this far so far, we're okay. And the massive SBU check times Oh my god. The test suites. So there's only about 5 of them or so, but the one is terrible. I think it's GCC or glibc. It's just, whew, man. And it even says in the documentation that we have to extend the stack because it breaks the stack and you RAM crash for certain. You know, you can say goodbye to whatever RAM you have free. It's just going to go away. That's good stuff. You make sure you have everything closed. And there's also some startup programs somewhere. I don't know how to turn them off though on this. I'm not too good with this Ubuntu, but you could probably save memory too by closing some of those startup applications that run initially by default at boot. You know what I mean? You can kind of, you should, well, if you haven't, that's okay. But if you could, it would be a good idea to do that. Control A, Control Tab, issued prefix equals tools, and I want to say make and make install. Okay. Yeah, that's good. 4 SPUs. Yeah, but like I said, if you can, I don't even know how to. It doesn't even matter now anyway, because if I did turn them off, what would I I'm not even gonna mess with it. Because if I did turn them off, I can't re-initialize them because I can't reboot. You know what I mean? I'm not rebooting here. I lose everything, man. Gotta set up environment and mount everything back where I had to go. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Kind of locked into it. But yeah, you'll definitely see it exhausts everything. Everything. I got my mouse was stuck, which is pretty funny. Control A, Control Tab, and the bottom one now, and make install. We're done. Tar, and we can say remove tar, and we can say tar xvf text info 5, and let's say cd into text info, and let's say .run configure prefix equals tools. We can say make install in text info. That should be okay. I think. Yeah. Not too bad. 94 megabytes of disk space. I don't even know how much I have free. That'd be a good idea to look at that, huh? Let's say, big, let's say DFH. Sucking up 1.4 gigs right now of space. So I have to check that again too to see how much. I have a small partition here. That's okay, but it'd be a good idea to know the way I can sum it up the best that I could. I don't like making my LFS partitions too big. Just a little system. You only need, your certain, your core files to run, blah blah blah. But now it'll grow and expand. I understand that. But if I ever needed more space, instead of 10 gigs or something like that, I could always, I guess, just mount a user folder or a home folder, or just try to do something like that. So, even with, say, Ubuntu, even if you look here, this is where my Ubuntu drive is. You're only using 5.6 gigs. You know what I'm saying? So, I have no doubt that an LFS is not going to reach 5.6 gigs. And you say, alright, I don't have anything on it. That's true too, but how much could an SSH server and a couple other things, exist on it? The other stuff is just data, media, pictures, whatever else like that. So, and if I ever need that type of space, I can always just take another drive and have that mounted as like a media drive or something like that, and I can just have that. So, I'm not really worried about the gig space. But it's nice to know how much, because with 6.2, that's all done. Configure prefix equals tools. Let's say think I could say make install now. Clear, make, and make install. Okay, but like with 6.2, I only allocate, what I have, like a 7? Actually a 6 or 7. I think it was 6 gigs when I first built it. It was 6 gigs, that's it. I mean, so, it makes it easy to clone. Very easy to clone. You can just clone it right over, like, oh, it still takes a couple hours, but, you know, it's nice and handy. Nice thing. They should be getting up pretty soon. And I got 70 megabytes free. Look at the cache. Look how massive that cache is. 1200 and some. That's not even. I don't even think that's all LFS. That's all just system. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know. I'm not happy with this. This is LTS till 2017, but Ubuntu really went left. They really did some weird stuff. Forced updates. You're forced to update, or they'll just stop you. They'll just drop you. You know what I mean? Like, or I've gotten the command or the problem sometimes back of can't update your system or something like that. Too old or something stupid like that. I'm like, are you kidding me? Who else does that? Let's say make install. That's over. Text info is over, and we can remove text info. And let's say tar xvf is the XZ tools. Not tools, but XZ. XZ. Okay. And it's a compression program. Okay, so it's like a tar, gzip, something like that. So let's say configure prefix equals tools. Okay. We can issue make install. Okay. After that, but XZ is even ask some of the guys in the support room, make install. If the presence of XZ packages we're going to, or that capability of being able to extract with XZ, if that's going to be like some type of with Slackware, there's a lot of XZ programs like Slack builds and whatnot like that. They use XZ as a zip type of format, and I was asking them if that meant that we might have some type of package manager coming up for an LFS, and I got a no with an exclamation point at the end, which I'm happy we wouldn't be, to the best of my knowledge anyway, because that would kind of take all the fun out of LFS. Just go run to a package manager and don't hunt up anything, and don't try to configure anything or get anything great like that going on. So that's cool. And after this, like I said, we turn the corner. Okay, we have the strip, and let's do that now. Make install is complete. XZ is done. We will remove XZ. Okay, and here, section 5.33 says steps in this section are optional. Blah blah blah. LFS row small. Blah blah. Let's strip off. We don't really need any of this stuff. Okay. So even though it is optional, let's make it nice and tidy. Strip, and we'll say strip dash debug. Let's say tools, encapsulate, comma S. Okay. Whoa, that's not right. Tools, lib, all. Strip, and debug, tools, lib, all. Okay. Now you see, is not an ordinary file pop up, blah blah blah. That's okay. The book tells you more about that. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. And let's say strip unneeded. tools, and S, comma S, bin, / all. I think. Okay, good. Okay, same thing, file format not recognized. You'll see that, and the book tells you to just, it's okay. Remove, or let's go, let's not go V on it. That sends out quite a bit of output. So we'll say share, let's say / info, man, and doc. Okay, good. Good to go. Now, it says we should have at least 803 megs of free space. Let's go check that. I did not know that. DFH. Okay. Available. Okay. 850 of free space in LFS can. Section 5.34, changing ownership, says commands in the remainder of this book must be performed while logged in as user root and not logged in as LFSing. Okay? So, with that in mind, we're not logged in as root. Who am I? LFS, so we can say exit. Okay? From that. That's okay. Now, it says here, blah blah blah, this chown R, we'll say verbose, root, $LFS, tools. Okay, we'll get a lot of output on this. Okay, that's good to see. Okay, that's good. Alright, that's good. That is good. And it says caution, if you intend to keep the temporary tools directory for the build, you can save it. I'm not going to save it. Okay? I'm not going to save it because I could use it to build another LFS system, that's true, but I'm assuming the later systems will probably have more complex tools directory stuff that they would need, so I'm not going to anticipate on saving it. So we'll end it here. And on the next one, come back and we'll start to actually build our stuff. Okay, so peace out.